Hey Book Dragons, I'm back for day 4 of BookMas where I'm going to recap my reading goals. So let's chat a little bit about it. I always do stats and I really want to get better, and I think Cassidy's spreadsheet this year really helped me. It was a very consistent way of keeping track of everything, so when I do my final stats at the end, which will probably be like the first video I filmed in 2024, because like these stats are just like at the start of December and they can honestly change. I really did so bad with my life planner. I just did. This did not work as a planner at all this year. And I just really failed at it. So I'm going to try to give it a go again. I love this planner. I just have to get more organized for 2024. And I felt very off kilter this year. There was a lot going on health-wise with a lot of members of my family, not just one. So it was just a little bit stressful. We also, the first half of the year, we did my show Alice in Wonderland, which was really, really fun, but also a ton of work. It was also a year of just a lot of chaos and drama, but it was a very, very fun year. But I also feel like I finally found a mini place in the bookish community this year. I feel like I started to talk to people and had opportunities that I hadn't had before. I participated in so many reading challenges and readathons and started to actually talk to people in the bookish community, which was so fun. So I think I had a really good experience in the bookish world. It definitely was not my best reading year due to all the factors that I just said, but I had a really, really fun reading year, and I hope to keep that going in 2024. So I will definitely probably, I'm not going to say, but knock on wood, I will probably read 200 books. I definitely will. It just will happen closer. It definitely was my worst reading year, like amount-wise, just because I had a lot of focus issues throughout the whole year. I'm just looking at my stats right now. It's December 1st, so some of these might go up, but I always make myself mini goals. If I don't make them, it's okay. I think I made like one of my goals, but that's okay. My blog, I had no growth this year, but blog is just something where I post stuff. I do get approved for a lot of blog tours because of my blog, because it's a very, very consistent platform for me. So I have 323, and all of these platforms will be linked below if you want to give me a follow on them and help me with my growth. I really do appreciate it. Instagram, I was really proud of my 1,000 followers, and I wanted 1,500, which I thought was going to be a very, very big leap for me. So I got 1,250, which is actually not that bad. TikTok, my goal was 300, and I got to 350, which is probably my second biggest platform to date, which is really, really exciting. And then my YouTube goal was 500, and I got close. I got to 473, which means I am getting growth on YouTube, which is my passion project is YouTube. I love making YouTube videos. I love making long form content, and I like doing all the other things as well, but I think YouTube's always going to be my priority just because I'm a very, very long-winded talker, and I think that YouTube and me works best with my personality, but getting growth on this platform is very, very challenging. So let's just go through the goals that I wrote down in my little Inkling design planner, and I will say if it was a success, if it was sort of a success, or if it was not a success at all. To read 3 different genres every single month, I think I definitely did. Like, that was a success because I really tried my hardest to kind of read diversely in that way throughout this year, and I think I read like 18 different genres this whole year, which I thought was really, really good. I read reading 5 e-arcs this month did not happen, but I did say that I did read 24 from NetGalley, and I think instead of saying 5 every month, because that's a lot and it just did not work this year, I'm gonna say like 2. Read 2 NetGalley books every single month, and I think that that's more doable, just because 5 is like very overwhelming, and I don't read on my Kindle like a ton. I probably should, so maybe I'll push it into like 3, but I think 5 was just too much, just because I really don't like reading on my Kindle. I have bits and spurts where I like, but most of the time I don't like reading on my Kindle. I like physical books. I wanted to read 50 audiobooks, which I definitely did. I read 82 audiobooks, which is so good. I wanted to read 12 fantasy, like adult fantasy books, and I need to really next year like look at my categories and break them down more specifically, because it said I read like I think I've read like 8 fantasy and 6 fantasy romance, but I don't remember what I counted as fantasy romance, so they may have been YA, and I don't remember what that was, so I would have to go back and like really look to see like what I counted, but I'm gonna say I did read 12 adult fantasy books, which I think I'm proud of, which is really, really good. I think I read about 24 fantasy YA fantasy books, so that's pretty good for me. I definitely towards the end of the year had a lot of focus and struggled, but I really do want to pick it back up, and you will see, like, when I was attempting to do the YA Goodreads Choice Award winners, I didn't read enough books to kind of do that, and I was really far behind on series. But I will say that I did do it. I tried to read at least 2 every month, and I think for the most part I was able to accomplish that goal. And then the next one I wanted to chat was my reading game, which I have failed at. I really want to find a game that works for me, but honestly right now I'm just so focused on my reading challenges that I do every single month that pop up for various creators. My dream would be to create my own readathon. Like, that would be so much fun. But I just need to find a game that works for me. So I really am thinking about how to do it, how to combine a reading game with book buying, but also the freedom, and I really don't know. So I'm gonna kind of fiddle with that for the next couple of weeks, and then kind of come up with something that I can do every month that is sort of connected to book buying, and I don't know what that is yet. If you have any ideas, like, I am just so bad at reading games, like TBR games, because there's no incentive. There's nothing, like, I love a reading challenge. I love a competitive based readathon, and there's just nothing like that for a TBR game for me, and it's like really, really hard for me to come up with one. So I'm kind of thinking about it. I don't know, but I want to do something with book buying. I love the idea of having a game, but I really want to find a way to make it work. I love my monthly TBR when I chose YA fantasy, 2 YA fantasy e-arcs. I like that concept a lot, and for the most part it really did work, so maybe I'll make that my game. I don't know, it's just like a thought, but I really do want to curve my book buying banding, as I always say, but yeah, I want to find something that works, but I can't figure it out. So maybe I will go in a couple of my Discords and see if people have ideas, or if you have any ideas, link them below. So I want to find a game that's connected to book buying and has to do with more genres than anything, and I don't know what it is yet. Read 10 nonfiction. I only read 6. It's okay. Here's where I'm definitely going to do a video about series, and I'm going to kind of do a series assessment for next year. I got a spreadsheet from Super Space Chick that I really want to work on, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to start from 2023 and then work its way backwards to see how many series I'm actually in the middle of, because I'm really afraid. But according to my Cassidy spreadsheet, I finished 15 series and caught up on 20 series, which is actually not bad for me. That is actually pretty good. Is it great? No. But I want to see how many series I'm in the middle of, and that will be a really, really complicated video, which I'm not going to film tonight, but I do want to do that. I failed at my list and using my Kindle. I just did. It was good. But I want to really rework my list, like as I was saying, and kind of be a bit more organized and a bit more intentional. I definitely did get better at not re-listening to things. Like, I did. When I had stressful moments this year, I just really did re-listen to a bunch of stuff, but it wasn't the stuff that I normally re-listen to. It was like silly stuff, like just stuff that would make me happy, made my heart happy. So but yeah, so I'm excited to come up with my 2024 goals. That is a video that I always love to make, where I sit here and I make these grand plans, and then I look back a year later and say, oh, that didn't work as well as you wanted it to. But yeah, let me know in the comments, what was your biggest success? If I had to say what my biggest success was, I think it was, probably reading the 3 genres every single month, and also reading more adult fantasy. I think that was very intentional, and I found books I really liked, so that's very, very good. Let me know in the comments what is something you were proud of. Let's not be all gloom and doom. I know there's things I did badly, like I can tell you the 5 e-arcs did not occur, but I want to focus on positive. So let me know what are some positives, some things you were proud of in your reading life this year. I would love to know, and I'll talk to you guys soon for my next video. before I go, I do want to say, for all the people that I have reached out to, that I have worked with this year, that have talked to me, I really appreciate it. I am very much an introvert on the bookish sphere, so I really do appreciate it. And if you want to continue supporting me on this journey for 2024 and beyond, I would love if you subscribe. If you have a bookish channel and you subscribe, let me know in the comments and I'll be sure to give you a follow back. And maybe we can start 2024 together, reading together. I cannot speak today, but maybe we can start 2024 and read together. That would be great. Let me know if you have any comments about my reading game, what you think I should do. I would love your feedback, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.